See how all things went down. That Brock Lesnar may have just hung it up. By the way, that's what happened last night between King Conference, Godzilla, Oba Femi took out Brock Lesnar. Also, gets right the Trent Magic are 1-0 against the Pistons. By the way, which are in the playoffs. Also, Trent Williams gets a 2-year $50 million offer with the Niners, which he does by the way as well. Much other news to come by the way, because I'll get you guys to that. All right, so first things first, guys. The WrestleMania Vegas night tours on. Here they are, guys. Oba Femi, the ruler, the conqueror, the destroyer, the bringer of war. Oba Femi took out the beast within, Brock Lesnar. Yes, King Kong versus Godzilla. Ruler versus the beast. Something at Jurassic Park. And I'll tell you, it's the greatest WrestleMania moment in history, which it was, by the way. Main event in history, which it was. Oba Femi took out Brock Lesnar with one fall from grace. And afterwards, I was just what I saw from Brock Lesnar. Aside that no one thought I'd ever see a WrestleMania moment that people didn't think would ever ensue. Aside Brock Lesnar, no one's ever seen. Brock Lesnar removed his gear, from his gloves and his boots in the middle of the ring, and then takes off. And Paul Heyman was this where it got emotional too. But I'll tell you this. That's a WrestleMania moment I can describe right there. Brock Lesnar may have just did the he did the unthinkable as we know it. But it's safe to say that Brock Lesnar may have just retired from WWE as we know it. And look, I saw this yesterday, and that was just what I saw from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was crying, got emotional, which he did, and fans were chanting, "Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Lesnar. Thank you, Lesnar." Aside Brock Lesnar, no one's ever seen before, but I could I could tell you this: that SummerSlam is gonna be in Minneapolis. That's Brock Lesnar's hometown. The question is, will Brock Lesnar even be there? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I don't know how you can fathom from that. I really don't have a clue how you can fathom from that. But Brock Lesnar, after his loss to Oba Femi, removed his gloves and his boots in the middle of the ring, hugged Paul Heyman, so emotional, and Paul Heyman got emotional too. Just what he saw. But Brock Lesnar, he may have hung it up, and he might be done so WWE. He may have retired from WWE as we know it, guys. And I know there's some rumblings about this for months or so. If you thought Gunther was going to do this to Brock Lesnar, think again, guys. Think again. Because Brock Lesnar, he may have just hung it up as we know it. And it seems that Brock Lesnar may have retired as we know it, though. And Brock Lesnar says goodbye to WWE Universe. He's got no other opponents to face. So, honestly, I don't know if Brock Lesnar is going to be at SummerSlam in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know for sure, guys. That may have been the last of Brock Lesnar everyone's going to see. That is the greatest Brock Lesnar. That's the greatest WrestleMania moment. That has to be amongst one of the greatest earth-shattering WrestleMania moments that nobody can describe at all. Disarray. Absolute disarray about this. So, guys, you think that Brock Lesnar retired for good this time? After lost to Oba Femi? Guys, let me know. Will Brock Lesnar be at SummerSlam in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota? That's Coach Server's going to ask, guys. So, guys, let me know about it. I'll just respond to that. That's all I got to say to that, guys. You think Brock Lesnar is going to be in the Hall of Fame? In the 2027 WWE Hall of Fame? Let me know about that as well. Just respond to what, buddy? That might be a long joke. Look, it's no secret. That may have been a long job for Brock Lesnar, which it may have been. And since we're losing his whole life, he may have just retired as we know it, though, for sure. So, guys, was this the end of the road for Brock Lesnar? Let me know, guys, on that note. I'll just respond to that. All right, so, news also, by the way, guys, Penta, he retained the IC title in a six-pack IC title ladder match. Whoop that Trick Willy He became the new U.S. champ, by the way. Congrats on that. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Trick Willy, the new U.S. champ. The Demon King, Finn Balor returned after 3 years, taking out Dirty Dom in a street fight. Mommy Rhea Ripley, she regains the WWE Women's title, by the way. Congrats to her on that, by the way, as well. And also, the OTC's back on top, guys. Yes, the OTC Roman Reigns, 7-time champ. And also, but you also had John Cena and Danhausen had fun. WrestleMania House took over, by the way, which he did, by the way, as well. But, yeah. So, one of the Danhausen minions took out Kit Wilson and The Miz. And Danhausen took out The Miz. And then they dogpiled Kit Wilson, which they did. But, wow. And I mean, WrestleMania House happened. You Can't See Me Housen, or You Can't See Me Housen happened. Cena Housen happened. Yeah. WrestleMania Housen happened, guys. So, you guys have any thoughts about this, guys? And that's also one of the greatest WrestleMania in history, guys, which it was. Roman Reigns, 7-time world champ, which he was. The OTC maker, he's back to being the head of the table, which he was, by the way. That's all I got to say about that. So, that's all I can say on that, guys. Well, buddy. And also this, guys. Oba Femi called out the 7-time champ, Roman, the OTC himself, Roman Reigns. And I'll tell you this. Oba Femi, he's talking Roman Reigns. I'll tell you this. Oba Femi, he's talking for the world title. So I would love nothing more but to see Roman Reigns, the OTC Roman Reigns, defend the world title against Oba Femi. It can happen it may happen Raw to Mania tonight. It may happen at Backlash next month. So where it's gonna be, guys, let me know. That's a match a lot of people want to see. I mean, Oba Femi, I know he's a former NXT North American champ. I know he's a former NXT champ of his own right, which he was. But I'd love to see Oba Femi going into that world title. That's what he did right there. He called out Roman Reigns last night in the post show. But wow, guys, you guys have thoughts when we're down. What's your favorite WrestleMania moment, guys? Let me know about that. I'll just respond as well. But that's all I can say at that, guys. All right, done this also, by the way, guys. Trent Williams, he gets a 2-year, $50 million offer with the Niners, by the way. $37 million, fully guaranteed. $22 million, signing bonus through 2027. Your thoughts on that, guys? Also, guys, Magic, by the way, they are 1-0 against the Pistons, which they are. Wow. Thoughts on that, guys? Also, let's see here. Spurs are 1-0 against the Blazers, which they are, by the way. Thunder are 1-0 against the Suns. They're defending champs, but the Thunder are 1-0 against the Suns, which they are, they are defending champs, by the way. Also, hockey news. Golden Knights are 1-0 against Mammoth. Sabres are 1-0 against the Bruins. Avs are 1-0 against the Kings. And the Kings are 1-0 against the Bulls, which they are, by the way, as well, buddy. All I can say about that. Also, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Tyra Black and Eric Oncins, they're the mixed doubles Sac-Town Champs. Fahey, she's the women's Sac-Town Champ. BJ and Gabe Tardio, they're the men's doubles Sac-Town Champs. Congrats on that. Well, by the way, that's all this about that. Also, guys, congrats to Tyler Reddick. He won that Kansas Speedway. Congrats to him on that, by the way. Also, guys, Hannah Green, she is the 2026 JM Eagle LA champ. Congrats to her on that, by the way. Also, congrats to Matt Fitzpatrick. He wins he is the RBC Heritage champ. Congrats to him on that, by the way, as well. Almost about that. Also, let's see here. Oh yeah, baseball this year, by the way. So the Nats beat the Giants 3-0. Yanks beat the Royals 3 times 7-0. White Sox beat the A's again 7-4. Tigers beat the Red Sox again 6-2. Padres, they defeat the Angels again 2-1. The Braves defeat the Phillies 3 times 4-2. The Mariners, they defeat the Rangers again 5-2. Rockies defeat the Dodgers again 9-6. Cubs beat the Mets 3 times 2-1. The Cards, they defeat the Astros 3 times 7-5. The Reds defeat the Twins 3 times 7-4. Pirates, they defeat the Rays again 6-3. The Guards for the O's 3 times 8-4. Marlins with the Brewers 5-3. The Blue Jays with the D-backs 10-4. That's all I can say about that, guys. That's what, buddy. Also, news also, by the way, guys. Marcel Hug wins the Beantown Marathon wheelchair title for the 9th time. Congrats on that, by the way. Also, guys, Humanoid Robot, the winner from Honor, China's a Chinese smartphone maker, wants to have a marathon race for robots in Beijing. Congrats on that. Also, congrats to Gannon Burr. He is the Jonesboro Open MPL champ. Congrats on that, by the way. Also, guys, Ashley Harkerand, Ashley Harkerode, and Chuck Adams there at Dunzo. Which are, by the way. Also, Eden Rainbow Cooper. She wins her 2nd Beantown Marathon women's wheelchair title. Congrats on that, by the way. Also, John Career wins the 2nd Beantown Marathon. And Sharon Lokitty, back-to-back Beantown Women's Marathon winner. Congrats on that, by the way. That's all I'll say about that, guys, as well. Also, don't forget, guys, the NFL draft is this week. Guys, check that out as well. That's all I can say about that. Also, everybody, once that brother wishes, shout out to Carmen Electra, George Takei, Shamar Moore, Rosalind Summers, Christina Artrando, Miranda Kerr, Gigi Gorgeous, Natalie King, Lou Keegley, Don Mattingly, Alan Houston, Brandon Bell, Danny Grangelo, Kellel Ware, and Killer Mike. Send them my brother wishes, shout out, tweet some, please should do so on that. That's all you just got to know. That's all to say, guys. And that's everything you got to know about that as well. That's also, guys, catch Raw to Mania tonight, guys. Check that out. Catch NXT Revenge Night 2 tomorrow night. Be sure to catch Evolve this Wednesday on Tubi. Check that out, guys. Also, catch SmackDown to Mania this Friday. Check that out, guys, as well. That's all I can say about that, guys, as well. That's everything you need to know, buddy. So look forward to those guys as well. All right, ladies. That's going to do it there for the Khalil Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page, by any of those. So, guys, wait, come street your thoughts on Oba Femi taking down Brock Lesnar last night. Brock Lesnar potentially hanging up, by the way, as he leaves his gloves and his boots in the middle of the ring and leaves. By the way, Paul Heyman was beside himself. Thoughts on that, guys, as well. With those Demon King defeating Finn Balor, defeating Dirty Dom in Street Fight. Thoughts about that, guys. With those, the OTC Roman Reigns back on time at the head of the table, as he is the 10th champ. Thoughts about that, guys. Doesn't whoop that trick Willy become the new U.S. champ. Congrats on that, by the way. Thoughts about that, guys. With those, Rhea Ripley regaining the WWE Women's title. Thoughts about that, guys, as well. Congrats to them on that. Also, guys, once again, the NFL draft is this week. Check that out, guys, as well, buddy. The NBA playoffs are underway, which are, by the way, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, which are as well, by the way. Also, guys, same brother wish tweets once again out to Carmen Electra, George Takei, Shamar Moore, Rosalind Summers, Christina Artrando, Miranda Kerr, Gigi Gorgeous, Natalie King, Lou Keegley, Don Mattingly, Alan Houston, Brandon Belt, Danny Grangelo, Kellel Ware, and Killer Mike. Send my brother which tweets up. Be sure to that's all news. Got no price. All to say about that, guys. I'll back for a breaking news. Short times, live updates. So like a whole lot more than close sports for this one later. And then you got no. So say, guys, take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Enjoy yourself, everybody. Be safe. Bye bye.